Oh yeah, baby. STTDB, let's go. You're the number one fans of the best team of all time. Go Tigers. Give it to me in the comments section right now because we're going to give you the best LSU content of this offseason. Starting off with today, 10 defensive coordinator candidates to replace Dave Aranda. It's all here on Chat Sports. Starting off with potential candidates, Brad White, the Kentucky defensive coordinator, has some experience as well with the Indianapolis Colts. How about David Reeves of UAB? Look at what he's done. He was only a Broyles Award finalist that went to the best coordinator in all of college football. Are you kidding me? David Reeves? He's really good. Number 8 in total defense last year, number 8 in passing defense. Also, Dave Aranda was also a former finalist of the Broyles Award. And in fact, Joe Brady won that award for the best assistant in all of college football. So David Reeves is a sleeper candidate. Quickly running through the other potential candidates, Randy Bates, the Pittsburgh defensive coordinator, Bill Busch, currently the LSU safeties coach. I do believe he'll end up going to Baylor with Aranda. Kris Richard, who was just let go as a Dallas Cowboys passing defensive coordinator. He spent some time with the Seattle Seahawks, helped build the Legion of Boom. I just don't see him getting a job as big as this one with no college defensive coordinator experience. Also, Kevin Coyle and Kevin Cosgrove, both LSU defensive analysts. Still a little too young for me to see those two guys. Now, I'm going to give you a top 10 list that is uniquely mine. You won't find this anywhere else. A lot of you are going to disagree with what I'm about to say. That's why the comment section is there, baby. Let me know who you think the next LSU defensive coordinator will be right now. In fact, I want you to do it right now so my list doesn't influence you. Now, if you have a couple names, let me know in the comment section because ask anyone. I reply to every single one of your comments. So get to it. Let's go. Now, I'm going to start off with a very popular name, Corey Raymond. He is currently the LSU defensive backs coach, DBU. You know about what he's done with Tre'Davious White, to Derek Stingley, to Christian Fulton. Could he be a defensive coordinator? Possibly. Eventually, he would like to have that opportunity. And he just signed a 3-year extension. He doesn't want to go anywhere. He's from New Iberia. He loves being in the state of Louisiana. If worse comes to worse and LSU can't find anyone, why not hire in-house and keep that same mojo? So Corey Raymond is obviously a name that's out there, and currently he is making somewhere around $500,000. That's pretty big number for a defensive backs coach. So I think he's happy with the 3-year extension and where he is now. But at the age of 50, I do believe there's something inside of him that wants to be a defensive coordinator eventually. Moving on to Bob SHOOP, my number 9 candidate. He is currently the Michigan safeties coach. Last year, he was the Mississippi State defensive coordinator. Now, if you were to look at his numbers, Mississippi State wasn't that good on defense. Number 73 in total defense, number 97 in pass defense, and number 60 in run defense. But in his defense, Mississippi State's offense was horrible. In fact, Joe Moorhead wasn't that great of a head coach last year. And on top of that, the SEC had one of its best years as far as offense is concerned ever in the SEC West. So that's why his numbers took a hit. And on top of that, he lost 3 or 4 guys to the NFL draft the year before, a few first-rounders on the defensive line. So don't look at those numbers and think Bob SHOOP is a bad candidate. He just took the Michigan safeties coach position, but he would easily leave that position to come be a defensive coordinator yet again. Now, before we continue, I need a one-word response to Dave Aranda and Joe Brady leaving. Give it to me in the comments section below. Mine's is WTF. Now, I know that's not one word, but still, I am a little shocked that both of them have left. I thought Joe Brady was going to stay. I could see Dave Aranda getting that Baylor job, And I can also see Brady taking the Panthers job, but still, both of them leaving LSU in this very tough position. So, we're going to continue with our list. But once again, give me your one-word response, and also give me your Go Tigers below. Here's a guy that I like a lot. At number 8, Ryan Walters, MIZZOU defensive coordinator. Elijah Drinkowitz decided to keep Ryan Walters around. He's obviously a Barry Odom disciple. Barry Odom's a bright defensive mind who just got the DC job at Arkansas. And right now, Ryan Walters is at the age of 34. So that's a very big job, LSU, to give to such a young guy. He's currently making $800K a year, but look at Mizzou's numbers last year. Number 14 in total defense, number 6 in pass defense, and number 31 in rushing defense. Now, as you can tell, I'm wearing the official LSU locker room t-shirt. You can only get it officially with Fanatics. And guess what? We have a great partnership with them. All you got to do is go to chatsports.com/champions. Once again, that is chatsports.com/champions. Because you're the best fans and because you've subscribed to the channel and followed me on social media, I'm hooking you up with something that you're not going to find anywhere else. Put in the promo code 24SHIP, and guess what? You're getting free shipping. Free shipping. So get your locker room t-shirts right now and many other gear. Don't miss out on being a part of history. Legend status. Come on. Chatsports.com/champions. And once again, that promo code is 24SHIP. Number 7 is Blake Baker. Now, he's been phenomenal at Miami. And consider this, their offense was horrible last year. So for Baker to be as good as he's been this year with not having a good offense on the other side of the ball is pretty impressive, even if you consider the ACC in a down year. And look, he was top 15 in nearly every category nationally. He knows the state of Louisiana because he is a former defensive coordinator at Louisiana Tech. And something we don't talk enough about as LSU fans is that Louisiana Tech fans are also LSU fans. So we appreciate graduates of Bulldogs that have been watching our channel. So just a little side chat out there. I love Blake Baker. He's only 36 years of age. He's obviously wanting to come back to the state of Louisiana, especially for a university like LSU. Now, this is where the controversy is going to begin. So hold on to your phone, your TV, or however you may be consuming this video content today. Because this next guy is way lower on my list in comparison to everyone else. And he also happens to be LSU's number 1 candidate. It's Bo Pelini. Oh! My goodness, how do you have Bo Pelini so low, especially knowing that LSU really wants Bo Pelini? He's currently the head coach at Youngstown State. And I know what he did at Nebraska was great. And I know he's won a national championship at LSU back in 2007. And I totally get people wanting Bo Pelini to come back to LSU. It would just fit right in with Ed Orgeron, right? Wrong. Look, the last time he's coached at a major Division I level was in 2015. Look at how much the game of football has changed from 2015 to now. Rules are entirely different. And right now, he is currently the head coach at Youngstown State, where his brother is the defensive coordinator. So he's leaving behind a program that is entirely his. He has total control of everything that happens there. And he's going to come back to Baton Rouge, a place where he's already proven himself. Is he going to have that hunger to prove himself again at something that he's already achieved, a national championship as a defensive coordinator at LSU? I just don't know if the fit is going to work. And remember, the one thing that LSU staff had over a lot of other staffs is that their coaching staff had cohesiveness. And Bo Pelini, whether or not you like it, whether or not you don't, had some off-the-field issues with boosters and whatnot while I was at Nebraska. There's some baggage there. There's some attitude issues there. You can't have that. You got to trust someone that's been around the game at the highest level to run the defense, especially with everyone that's been leaving. So I don't know. He's the one guy out of everyone that we've mentioned that has not been around the Division I game in over 4 years? Really? Is that who you want running your defense? Now, before we move on, where do you think LSU will be ranked next year in the preseason top 25 poll? I'll have them at number 4, behind Alabama, behind Clemson, and behind Ohio State. I think that's fair with everything that LSU is losing. Or they're going to go 15-0 next year. Why not? Anyway, everyone's saying that LSU is going to fall off the cliff. Whatever. A quick recap of the list. At number 10, LSU's own Corey Raymond. At number 9, Bob SHOOP, the current safeties coach with Michigan. At number 8, we have Ryan Walters. At 7, Blake Baker. And I'm telling you, you guys are going to get really nasty in the comments with me. I'm not on the Bo Pelini train right now. So at number 6, I have Bo Pelini. I know he's lower on my list than any other list, which is why I'm here at Chat Sports to give you a view that nobody else has. So get in the comment section right now for our list up to this point. Moving on to a guy that I love a lot, Charlie Strong. His numbers last year as the USF head coach weren't that good on defense. They were number 71 in total defense, 15 in pass defense, but 114 in rush defense. And as you know in the SEC, you got to be able to stop the run. But let's not have that taint his entire image. Okay? He wasn't that great at Texas either, but he was pretty daggum good at Louisville. And as the defensive coordinator under Urban Meyer at Florida, he ran the entire defensive operation. We all know how good those Florida defenses were under Urban Meyer. So he's obviously would be a disciplinarian. He and Dave Aranda have very similar demeanors. So I think he would fit right in and would obviously demand a lot of respect in the LSU locker room. Follow me on social media at CarterThePower, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram. If you want to see my crazy LSU mascot dances on TikTok, go there as well at CarterThePower, okay? I respond to all of your social media messages, and I also respond to each and every comment in the comment section. So let's get to it. On to candidate number 4, Joe Rossi, defensive coordinator for Minnesota, 40 years old, only making $400K. I was sold on this guy after his great defensive performance against Auburn last year in the Outback Bowl. Love what he does. He's used to playing with the high-powered offense, as he did with P.J. Fleck over these past few years. And one of my favorite things, look at the numbers that he put up at Minnesota. Number 10 in total defense, number 9 in passing defense, number 23 in run defense. Now, I know they didn't play Ohio State on the Big Ten schedule, but there were still some good defenses at Minnesota, and he helped develop the best safety in college football last year, which was, I believe his name was Antoine Winfield. So, shout out to Joe Rossi. I think he would be a young and unassuming fit in Baton Rouge. Now, this guy would be not my number 1 candidate, but he's number 3 because I don't think it's going to happen. Todd Grantham. He is currently the Florida defensive coordinator, and he is currently making $1.8 million. So unless LSU wants to go up to 2.2, which is about what Brent Venables makes at Clemson, or 2.5, which is what Dave Aranda was going to make at LSU. I mean, when you think about it, LSU already had the 2.5 allocated to Dave Aranda, so if you have that money allocated out there, why don't you go ahead and give it to Todd Grantham, who last year as Florida Gators was number 9 in total defense, number 32 in pass defense, and number 8 in run defense. We all know what Florida can do defensively, and we know Todd Grantham has his paws all over the SEC going back to his days as a Georgia defensive coordinator. So I think he'd be a good fit. You would also be taking away an experienced defensive coordinator from Dan Mullen's staff. So you are directly impacting a year after year after year rival. So Todd Grantham might enjoy coming to Baton Rouge. He might enjoy having a better challenge. He might feel like LSU gives him a better opportunity to win a national championship. Who knows? you got to at least pick up the phone and see if he's interested in coming to Baton Rouge. Make sure you subscribe to Chat Sports. Subscribe. Let's go. You know you want to make this your home for the best LSU coverage. Your friend Carter the Power wants you right now to subscribe. Number 2, Jim Leonhard. Love him. What he's done at Wisconsin has been incredible. And remember the last time LSU brought in a defensive coordinator from Wisconsin. It worked out pretty well. That, of course, was Dave Aranda. Now, look at Jim Leonhard. He's only 37 years of age. He's young. He's innovative. He just got done playing in the league just a few years ago. And right now, this guy's making north of $1 million. LSU can easily bump that up to $2 million if they think he's a real deal. And we all know the Tigers have the resources. This is a very important hire. Remember, for those that are saying, okay, maybe we can save some money. Well, you're losing some really good coaches on this staff. Not only on the defensive side, but on the offensive side. You not only lost Joe Brady, you also lost DeCoster, the tight ends coach, whatever. You need to have a defensive coordinator that's going to come in and take over that side of the ball so Ed Orgeron doesn't really have to worry about it. Jim Leonhard is that talented. His numbers are amazing. Number 4 in total defense. Number 12 in pass defense. Number 6 in run defense. He confused Justin Fields early in the first half of the Big Ten championship game. The problem is Jim Leonhard is a Wisconsin Badger. He might be waiting to eventually be the head coach. He's obviously very close to Barry Alvarez, who's the Wisconsin athletic director. So, that's going to be tough to get Jim Leonhard away, but you got to at least try. Maybe he's like a Brett Bielema. He wants to prove himself in the SEC. Maybe he wants that challenge. So, Jim Leonhard and Todd Grantham are my top 2 candidates, but I just don't see either one of them leaving. Moving on to number 1, I think he's an elite candidate. I also think he would leave in a heartbeat. Randy Shannon, the UCF defensive coordinator. He would take this job right now. He's obviously very close to Ed Orgeron, going back to their days in Miami. In fact, this is a guy that credits Ed Orgeron for even getting him into coaching. So he feels indebted to Orgeron. He would fit right in to the professional nature of LSU's program. He's no nonsense. He's obviously very innovative. Look at what he's done at UCF. Number 32 in total defense and number 26 in pass defense, even though UCF has lost all this talent over the years. He only made $300K last year, so you can get him at a discount for about $1 million a year. And look at what he did his last year as Florida defensive coordinator back in 2017. Number 31 in total defense, number 26 in pass defense, and that was when Jim McElwain was head coach, when the Florida offense was terrible. He had to carry that team. And Randy Shannon, whether it's his experience at Miami or his experience with Arkansas, he was a very good linebackers coach under Bielema. He recruited the position and developed the position well. When Shannon left, that position fell apart for the Razorbacks. I love what he does defensively. He's innovative, and he's chomping at the bit to get back into the SEC. He would be respected by all the LSU coaches that have been there for years, and he would provide a lot of positive energy into Baton Rouge. I believe Randy Shannon's name deserves a lot more steam. I know a lot of you don't agree with this list, so let's run through it again. At number 10, we had Corey Raymond. At number 9, Bob Shoop. Number 8, Ryan Walters. Number 7, Blake Baker. And then at number 6, Bo Pelini. Now, Bo Pelini is obviously the number 1 candidate for LSU, and I know a lot of you are going to disagree with that, with my opinion of him being at number 6. So let's have that debate in the comments, okay? The top 5, once again, Charlie Strong, Joe Rossi, Todd Grantham, Jim Leonhard, and Randy Shannon. Now, once again, if you want one of these t-shirts, Get to it, chatsports.com/champions, promo code 24SHIP for free shipping. Let's go, LSU fans. Subscribe. Let's connect on social media. It's been your friend Carter the Power, and as always, go Tigers.